So the reason why I'm running for the school board is because I believe in the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a lot of effort from a lot of people for a child to realize his or her full potential. I've been a beneficiary of a village that cared about me and my potential, and that included my parents, who were educators, friends, families, teachers, principals, elected officials that took an interest in me. And so now I'm in a place where I'd like to pay it forward, serve my community in a larger capacity, and that's why I'm running. Why I think I'm a strong candidate is because for all my life, I've either been a student or a teacher. So if there's one thing I understand, it's education and the power of education. I've been in higher education for over 12 years. I'm currently a full-timer senior lecturer at North Central College, and I am their first director of the Speaking Center, which is the fourth of its kind in the state. Previous to that, I worked in litigation. I worked for a consulting firm in Chicago, so I have a background in policy. And I think that background of education in the legal world is a unique combination that I can offer if I were to serve on the board. The second strength of mine is that I am involved with the community. I've always been civic-minded. Outside of my profession, whatever I choose to do is generally activities that help my community. I've started a non-for-profit back in 2005, so I'm the founder and artistic director of a dance company that uses dance as a medium to raise awareness on issues. We do a lot of great work. We went to Panama, we taught Indian dance to orphans there. We've raised money and donated it locally, nationally, internationally. I also teach dance at the Naperville Park District, and I offer my consulting services in communication primarily to women who are re-entering the workforce, so I'm definitely community-minded. And then the last strength, I think, of why I'm a good candidate is because I'm a parent. I have a boy in middle school at Scullin Middle School and an elementary student at Welch Elementary, and I get to see firsthand, day to day, the issues that are affecting them and their friends and their parents. And I think overall, the unique perspective of being an educator, being a parent, having a background in law and the arts, combined with being a second-generation Indian American born and raised in Illinois, product of public schooling, I think all of that just gives me a unique perspective where I can add value to board discussions and decisions. First and foremost, I think it's our diversity. I mean, that is one of the reasons why my husband and I moved here, not only because of the academic excellence that we've seen continuously come from this district, but the diversity was really important to me. I grew up in a predominantly homogenous looking community, and what really attracted me to Naperville is the diversity. I wanted my children to have a different experience than I. I didn't want them to always be the one person of color in the room. I wanted them to have a robust discussion in the classroom about issues where a variety of perspectives were discussed, and that was one of the biggest attractions to me. The second attraction with regard to District 204 was just the resources available, just the resources available with regard to the arts and music and athletics, and just you name it. 204 has wonderful activities and pathways our students can take. And I don't know what my boys are going to be ultimately interested in, but I wanted them to have the option. And I think those are the two reasons why we moved to this district. I think then the next issue is really developing social emotional competencies for our students. I think the pandemic has revealed the need I mean, it's highlighted that certainly, but it's always been there. And what I've noticed as someone who's in higher education is that the students today need to multitask a lot of different stressors that come at them, right? Getting a job, relationships, academics, all kinds of things. And that's also the case for our students, you know, in middle school and high school and even in elementary school, the stressors of our society. So if we as educators or we as a district can give a toolbox to our students with all kinds of tools to help them manage the stressors of today, that would be something that I believe we will need to address in order for our students to thrive in the post-graduation world. The second issue that I think is close, near and dear to my heart is really equity in education. And us really, I think we've acknowledged the value of it. I think the fact that we have someone at a cabinet position for it, that we have a recently adopted equity statement, these are all wonderful signs. Now we just need to put it into practice and give Miss Rowe the resources she needs so that she can scale these wonderful programs across the district. So that's something that I think is really important. Our children are entering a world that's increasingly diverse, and if we don't do this early on, we are setting them up to not succeed. We have to empower them with the tools to think critically and engage in conversations with diverse individuals, with diverse backgrounds and experiences. And that is tomorrow. So that is something that I'm definitely hoping to see improvement in. That I so appreciate my educators. I hope the teachers that teach my sons know how much I appreciate them. As a parent, I am only hoping for my child to be pushed and challenged, right? And to be done in a nurturing way, right? That's age appropriate. As an educator, I understand fully the challenges that the teachers are going through right now. In fact, I probably can't relate fully. I can only relate somewhat because my experience in terms of teaching specifically during the pandemic has been very challenging because I taught in person and taught online, and I did the room Zoom thing. And it only enhanced my appreciation for what educators are doing today. I see the educators, I see the teachers and the tremendous amount of energy and passion that comes through that screen. I mean, short of doing cartwheels, sometimes I'm just amazed as really what they're doing. I just want the educators to know that I see you, I feel you, I appreciate you. I will support and listen to you if I'm elected on the board. I believe I have the unique experience as being an educator in higher education, but still am able to empathize and relate to many of the things that you face. I think being a teacher attracts unique and precious individuals. I mean, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here, but I do think certain individuals gravitate toward these fields. These are individuals who think beyond the self. These are individuals who want to empower the community, the next generation, and putting their heart and soul to do that. So I applaud and I support 100% our educators in District 204.